Your blood type is silently counting down your lifespan without you knowing it. Some types are protected like superheroes, but others carry hidden risks. Do you belong to the long life camp, the high risk camp, or the super rare exceptions yet to be named? 1. Blood type O, the cardio-protected survivor. Blood type O, whether O positive or O negative, is often called the cardio-protected survivor, and for a very valid reason. Type O individuals naturally have lower levels of clotting factors, meaning your blood is less likely to form dangerous clots that block arteries. Simply put, your heart and brain have better protection built in from the moment you are born. And this biological advantage grants many Type O individuals a significant boost in longevity. Historically, Type O people also carried better resistance to certain deadly infectious diseases like malaria, helping many Type O individuals survive long enough to pass on their genes. Even today, you can still see the echo of that survival advantage in your health profile. But every strength has a weakness, and for Type O, the biggest vulnerability lies in the stomach. A bacteria called Helicobacter pylori adheres more easily to the Type O stomach lining, increasing the risk of ulcers and gastritis. Meaning, if you are Type O and frequently feel heartburn, discomfort, or digestive irritation, your blood type might be part of the reason. Additionally, Type O individuals are prone to more severe reactions from infections like cholera and norovirus, meaning food poisoning or contaminated water can hit harder. And finally, because Type O blood clots more slowly, Type O individuals may experience greater bleeding during major accidents or traumas. So what does all this mean for longevity? Well, Type O individuals generally show the potential for the longest lifespan, mainly because their heart and vascular system age more slowly. But that advantage heavily relies on good gut health. Your stomach is your weakness, and your heart is your superpower. 2. Blood type AB, the modern hybrid with a hidden cost. Now for blood type AB, the rarest and youngest blood type, the modern hybrid with a hidden cost. AB blood was formed when A and B populations merged just a few thousand years ago, making you part of the newest evolutionary experiment in human biology. Type AB individuals carry a uniquely calm and tolerant immune system, allowing your body to maintain balance when exposed to different antigens. You also have a lower risk of certain stomach and digestive cancers due to your combined antigen patterns. But Type AB individuals carry one of the biggest biological trade-offs of all blood types. Major studies show that those with Type AB blood have the highest risk of dementia and cognitive decline later in life. Scientists believe this may be due to unique clotting patterns, inflammation around cerebral blood vessels, and an immune system that is so tolerant it reacts less aggressively to damage within the brain. AB blood can also be sticky like Type A, increasing the risk of mini-strokes and vascular issues, further impacting the aging process of the brain. Therefore, the longevity forecast for Type AB is very different from the others. Type AB individuals must protect their brain more than their heart. Your immune system is calm, your brain needs more assistance, and your lifestyle plays an enormous role in shaping your future health. 3. Blood type A, the survivor in a state of high alert. Next, blood type A, the survivor always in a state of high alert. Type A evolved later in human history during the rise of agriculture, dense communities, and new disease patterns. And that history still shapes your biology today. Type A individuals mount a strong antibody response, helping ancient villagers survive viral infections spread through close human-to-human contact. Some studies even suggest Type A individuals may have slightly better immune-to-brain communication, supporting learning, memory, and concentration early in life. But the trade-off is significant. Type A individuals have stickier platelets, meaning your blood is more prone to clotting, increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and dangerous clotting events. This is a primary reason Type A individuals tend to have a lower cardiovascular lifespan compared to Type O. Another challenge is stress, because Type A individuals often produce a higher baseline level of cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. Thousands of years ago, this kept farmers vigilant, managing an unpredictable environment and surviving threats. But in the modern world, chronic stress from work deadlines, traffic, financial pressure, and constant notifications can significantly accelerate aging for type A. So when we look at the type A lifespan, the message is clear. Type A individuals can absolutely live long, healthy lives, but only if stress and cardiovascular health are actively managed. Your immune system is strong, your emotions need support, and your heart needs consistent care. 4. Blood type B, the metabolic specialist. Now let's talk about blood type B, the metabolic specialist. Type B is globally less common, but they carry some of the most unique biological traits of all the groups. This blood type spread with ancient nomadic populations who lived on the move, adapting to harsh climates, unpredictable food sources, and rapidly changing environments. That nomadic heritage shaped your immune system into something flexible and balanced, almost like a Swiss Army knife. Type B immunity is neither too aggressive nor too weak. It adapts rapidly. And some studies show type B individuals have better resistance to specific bacterial threats. Metabolically, type B individuals also show strong adaptability. Historically, type B ancestors ate meat, grains, fermented dairy, wild plants, and whatever was available on the journey. So their metabolism learned to process a wide variety of foods. But this flexibility comes with two notable weaknesses. First, type B individuals have a higher risk of autoimmune diseases because the flexible immune system can sometimes become overzealous. Second, modern processed foods hit type B individuals harder because their ancient metabolism wasn't built for fast food, artificial sugars, or heavily processed snacks. Weight gain, insulin sensitivity, and inflammation can appear faster in type B than in type O. What does this mean for longevity? Type B individuals often experience robust, healthy middle years with good resilience. But later life longevity relies heavily on managing inflammation. Your immune system is both your superpower and your weakness, and how you manage inflammation will shape how long and comfortably you age. 5. The Rh factor and the full longevity picture. Now that we've explored the 4 main blood types, there's one more piece quietly influencing your health and lifespan, the Rh factor. Whether you are Rh positive or Rh negative doesn't change how you feel day to day. But it changes how your body reacts in certain medical situations, how it handles pregnancy, and how your immune system has evolved over time. If you are Rh positive, you might have a slightly elevated risk of certain cancers, though you also tend to be more strongly protected against certain infections, which was critically important in ancient environments where diseases spread rapidly. If you are Rh negative, your biology tells a more complex story. Historically, Rh-negative pregnancies were riskier because if the Rh-negative mother carried an Rh-positive baby, her immune system might treat the baby's blood cells as foreign and attack them, an issue modern medicine has largely solved today. On the positive side, some studies show Rh-negative individuals may regulate inflammation differently, which could impact their aging process in subtle but important ways. And because Rh-negative is extremely rare in many populations, individuals with this trait often receive extra medical attention during emergencies and childbirth, which indirectly creates a small longevity advantage today. So with all this information, what does the overall longevity landscape look like? Based on current scientific models, not destiny, not guarantees, just models, we can create a general ranking of lifespan potential for the 4 blood types. Topping the list, we have type O, showing the strongest overall lifespan potential, thanks to their naturally lower clotting ability. Next is type B, generally having strong immunity and good metabolic flexibility, but heavily reliant on managing inflammation for long-term health. In third place is type A, benefiting from strong early life immune traits, but carrying higher cortisol levels and increased cardiac risk that can reduce longevity if ignored. And finally, in fourth place, we have type AB. Not because type AB individuals can't live long, but because their unique immune tolerance and clotting patterns can increase vulnerability to cognitive decline as they age, making brain protection a critical focus for long-term health. But here is the most important truth you will hear today. Your blood type is not your destiny. It is not a sentence, and it is not a prediction carved in stone. It is simply a blueprint, a starting point, a genetic hint about where your strengths lie, where your weaknesses are, and what your body might need more or less of as the years pass. You cannot change your blood type, but you absolutely can change how it impacts your longevity. Genetics loads the gun, your habits pull the trigger. When you understand your body, you are no longer passively reacting to the future. You are influencing it, shaping it, and extending it. 6. The truth about lifestyle and nature's exceptions. Many of you have shared things like, I am type O, but I still have heart disease, or my type AB family members all live very long and healthy lives. This proves a fundamental truth. Genetics is only the starting line, not the final destination of your life. Scientific studies emphasize that diet, exercise, and how you manage stress play a far more significant role than the type of antigen flowing through your veins. A healthy lifestyle can completely rewrite the biological script you inherited from your parents. In fact, centenarians usually share optimism and persistent physical activity, regardless of their blood type. So don't let these statistics worry you. Use them as a map for better navigation, not as a way to limit yourself. 7. The ultra-rare blood types and untold mysteries. In the comments section, some of you mentioned bizarre blood types like golden blood, Rh null, or the Bombay blood group, names that almost never appear in mainstream media. The Rh null blood type is extremely rare, called golden blood because fewer than 50 people worldwide possess it, granting them the ability to save anyone, but putting the carrier at great risk when needing a transfusion. The Bombay blood group completely lacks the H antigen, meaning they cannot receive blood from any O, A, B, or AB type, creating an immense medical challenge. The existence of these blood types reminds us that human biological diversity is infinite and full of fascinating surprises. Whether you belong to a common or rare blood type, every drop of blood carries a distinct and valuable evolutionary story. 8. The deep connection to autoimmune diseases and gut health. Beyond H. pylori, our community has also passionately discussed issues like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and other autoimmune conditions that affect quality of life. In particular, those with type B and O often share digestive sensitivities to gluten and modern processed foods. Your gut flora, or your microbiome, might be the forgotten key to decoding overall health. If you frequently feel fatigued or experience digestive issues, experimenting with a diet suited to your biological constitution could yield astonishing changes. Remember, chronic inflammation rooted in the gut can be the silent enemy, stealing your lifespan faster than any other genetic factor. 9. The science of statistics versus belief and destiny. Finally, a strong wave of opinion suggests only God knows, or questions the validity of data compiled by artificial intelligence. It must be clarified that the information presented is based on large-scale population studies, epidemiology, which look for repeating patterns, not prophecies for individuals. Science does not negate faith, and faith does not necessarily have to conflict with understanding human body biology. Understanding cardiovascular or cancer risks is not meant to instill fear, but to empower you with better control over your own health. Whether you believe in science, fate, or a higher power, taking care of your body, the only temple you have, is always the right and necessary action. So now that you know the pros, cons, and longevity predictions for your blood type, which type are you? And which trait surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, because your blood carries more than just oxygen. It carries your history, risks, strengths, and potential for a long, strong, and healthy life. If you want to discover more incredible things that others are too afraid to touch, hit that subscribe button now. And if you've already subscribed, then welcome home.